Good evening and welcome to Northwest Access TV's presentation of Franklin County Varsity Girls Basketball. My name is Bryce Batchelder and it's senior night here at the Thunderdome at Missisquoi Valley Union High School as the Thunderbirds host the visiting Enosburg High School Hornets. Before we get to tonight's starting lineups, this live broadcast wouldn't be possible without our local sponsors. A huge thank you to Northwestern Rehab Services, Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center, Handy Toyota, Novus Glass, H&B Greenhouse and Nursery, Sticks and Stuff, Swanton Lumber, and JC Image. If your business would like to join our incredible community of sponsors, contact Northwest Access TV at 802-782-8676. And here are your starting lineups first for the visiting Enosburg Hornets. Number 3, Kayla Jarvis. Number 10, Montana Ovitt. Number 11, Lillian Robtoy. Number 14, Erica Goodhue. And number 22, Allison Bowen. The Hornets are coached by Gary Geddes. And for the Thunderbirds, number 10, Destiny Pigeon. Number 12, Alexandra Bordeaux. Number 14, Cassandra Reynolds. 23, Mackenzie Vincent. And number 30, Jalen Langlois. The Thunderbirds are coached by Tim Luno, MVU. Starting with possession this early evening, had a couple of opportunities down low, notably for Langlois. Vincent now not able to get it to fall, and we'll have our first foul called of the evening on Enosburg. On Enosburg, number 11, Lillian Robtoy. That's her first, team's first. MVU taking the ball out beneath the basket, out of bounds. Reynolds trying to get it into Vincent down low, immediately double teamed. Pass it back out for the long two, missed by Bordeaux. Rebound goes to Enosburg, pushing it up. Ovitt passes it out of the lane. Jarvis with the pump fake, drives in to her right, too strong on the floater. And Reynolds gets the rebound for the Thunderbirds. Bordeaux back to Reynolds. Reynolds finds Langlois in the right corner. Thunderbird swinging the ball around, tries to get it down to Vincent. Good anticipation from Goodhue to knock that entry pass away. Enosburg definitely putting a focus defensively on Mackenzie Vincent. Probably the tallest girl on the floor, and so Enosburg making it a point to immediately double her when she gets it, but this time doesn't matter. Three-pointer made by number 10, Destiny Pigeon, to get the scoring started for the evening. MVU with the early 3-0 lead, a minute and a half into the game. MVU playing a zone defense, coming out in a 2-3 zone. They have been known to roll out different looks in their zone. Notably against Colchester last month, a 1-3-1, a 2-3 today. Vincent down low. A good find down to Langlois. Gary Geddes gonna take a quick timeout, finding the Hornets down 5-0. Mackenzie Vincent quadruple teamed. 4 Enosburg players surrounding her, and if you have 4 players on you, it means there are 3 other open ones on your team. Found Langlois slipping behind all of them on the opposite block. We're now in mid-February, getting toward the second half of the month, so we've got to start looking at the playoff picture. Enosburg comes in D2 ranked at number 7. If the playoffs started today, they would host number 10 Hartford. And we'll get MVU's first foul of the evening, likely called on number 10 Destiny Pigeon. MVU is 9-10. They're currently ranked 11th. And if the playoffs started today, they would travel to number 6 Mount Abe. This is Destiny Pigeon's first travel. Ball loose, picked up by MVU. MVU's full court press paying off dividends. Langlois back to Bordeaux. Bordeaux up to Pigeon to reset the offense. Lob pass down low to Vincent. Perfectly placed. Enosburg this time electing to front Mackenzie Vincent, but Pigeon with the nice lob pass. Ovitt drives in, loses the ball after Reynolds comes in with the help side defense. MVU up 7-0. Ovitt drives, baseline, right side. Out of bounds off of Enosburg. Will stay Thunderbird possession. Miscommunication on the Enosburg defense. Left a wide open corner three, but Destiny Pigeon short on it. MVU gets an offensive rebound. Reynolds to Pigeon. Pigeon looking around. Pass picked off by Bowen. Found Jarvis. And Destiny Pigeon will be called for the foul to send Jarvis to the line to shoot two. And that's going to be foul number 2 on Destiny Pigeon. That's both Thunderbird fouls. Aaliyah Wilson waiting at the scorer's table. Come in for the Thunderbirds. First free throw good for Jarvis. That gets Enosburg on the board. Jarvis goes 1 for 2. Big offensive rebound from Goodhue. Just out-muscled Vincent for that one. But Lillian Robtoy lost balance. Her pass was off the mark as she was trying to save it. And go Thunderbird ball. So 7-1 lead for MVU, 4.5 left in the opening quarter. Enosburg now switching to a 2-3 zone to match MVU's zone defense. I think electing that going man-to-man is not going to give them many good matchups on Mackenzie Vincent down low. And Enosburg will be called for another foul. This one on number 3, Kayla Jarvis. That's her first, team second. Wilson with the ball. Tries to find Langlois. Langlois saves the possession. Corner jumper from Alexandra Bordeaux is good. Her first 2 points. MVU now up 9-1. Ovitt can't get the layup to roll in. MVU with the rebound. Has been all Thunderbirds so far. Halfway through the first quarter. Wilson called for the travel. MVU switching out of their zone now. Going to a man-to-man defense. Robtoy gonna put that shot up. It's short, but rebound by Goodhue. And another foul called on MVU. Couple shooting fouls that the MVU crowd does not like. Thought they were clean blocks, but they don't have the final say. MVU foul on number 23, Mackenzie Vincent. Her first, team's third. Erica Goodhue hits the first free throw. Her first point of the evening. Goes 2 for 2 from the line. MVU now leading 9-3. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the opening quarter. Guyette with the ball. Enosburg extending their zone defense, trying to put pressure on MVU. Trying to get some half-court traps and force turnovers to climb their way back into the game. Bordeaux drives to the left. Decent idea to try to pass it across the lane, but no one in position. Goes out of bounds. The Enosburg basketball. Goodhue bringing the ball up for the Hornets. met by Vincent. Goodhue drives to her left. Kicks it out, pump fake from Bowen. Bowen with a floater. Bounces off the back iron. Offensive rebound by Gabry. Goodhue. Bowen with a post move. Ball rolls off the basket. Bordeaux drives in, gets it to Vincent. Vincent's shot a little bit too strong. Bordeaux trying to reset things. Enosburg getting a lot more aggressive with their defense. And I believe we have a 3-second call on the Thunderbirds. Enosburg ball. Langlois checking back into the game. Going to give Mackenzie Vincent a break. Kelsey Parody also on the floor, a freshman for the Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds have a couple freshmen on their team, Guyette and Parody. Enosburg just one. Montana Ovitt. Enosburg pushing the pace. Shot is off for Stebris. Bordeaux brings it across the half-court line. Finds Guyette. Guyette put it up off the backboard. Backboard is your friend. Guyette's first 2 points of the night extends the MVU lead to 8, leading 11-3. Do have a foul on MVU. Number 12, Alexandra Bordeaux. That's her first. Team's fourth. MVU with a full court press. Enosburg trying to close the gap a little bit in the last minute and a half of the first quarter.
Hands up, hands up!
Coach Geddes calling for his team to swing the ball. Works that time. Three-pointer is good for Gabby Spalding. Her first points. Cuts the deficit to 5, trailing 6-11. Minute 10 seconds left. And Daisy Gabry will be called for her first foul. Enosburg's third. Cassandra Reynolds back into the game. One of 3 MVU seniors being celebrated here on this senior night. Reynolds switches to her right. Quickly met by Spalding. Still gets the shot off. Rebound called out of bounds off of MVU. And the MVU crowd reacting to it. Thought that the Enosburg player had possession out of bounds. Either way, Enosburg ball. Under a minute to go. Benoit with the ball up top. Spalding with the pump fake, tries to go to her right. Calls Spalding with a foot out of bounds. Possession goes back to MVU with 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Enosburg still with a full court press. MVU breaks it. Wilson just barely gets the pass through to Reynolds, but Reynolds couldn't handle it. Off her foot, out of bounds. In her defense, Enosburg defender did get a hand on it. 25 seconds left. Picked off by Reynolds. Reynolds turns to her left, and a good timeout by Coach Tim Luna with 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Gonna draw up one last possession. As I mentioned, it is senior night here at the Thunderdome. I'd like to recognize the 3 seniors on the Thunderbird squad. Number 10, Destiny Pigeon. Number 14, Cassandra Reynolds. And number 23, Mackenzie Vincent. As well as MVU's manager, Grace Gallagher. And for Enosburg, their seniors, Kayla Jarvis, Riley Simmons, Allison Bowen, and Gabby Spalding. So congratulations to those 8 seniors from both teams, players and managers, on their recognition tonight and on their high school careers. In the corner, Wilson, 15 seconds, pass it back to Reynolds. Reynolds back to Wilson. Langlois trying to establish some position down on the block. 8 seconds now. Reynolds in some trouble. Knocked out of bounds by Gabry.
3 seconds.
3 seconds left for MVU to get one last shot off before the quarter comes to a close. Finds Reynolds. Reynolds gonna have to put it up from the corner off the top of the backboard, and that'll do it for the first quarter. MVU leading 11-6. Scoring leaders so far. Scoring has been really spread out for both teams. Destiny Pigeon leading the Thunderbirds with 3. And then Avery Guyette, Alexandra Bordeaux, Mackenzie Vincent, Jalen Langlois, each with 2 apiece. For the Hornets, Gabby Spalding with 3, Erica Goodhue with 2, and Kayla Jarvis with 1. The only notable person here in the foul situation so far, Destiny Pigeon for the Thunderbirds with 2 personals. Everyone else who's committed a foul only has 1. As we get ready to start the second quarter, this live broadcast wouldn't be possible without our local sponsors. A huge thank you to Northwestern Rehab Services, Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center, Handy Toyota, Novus Glass, H&B Greenhouse and Nursery, Sticks and Stuff, Swanton Lumber, and JC Image. If your business would like to join our incredible community of sponsors, contact Northwest Access TV at 802-782-8676. Enosburg with the first possession of the second quarter. Jarvis down low to Stebris. Stebris, unlucky bounce off the rim. Vincent gets the rebound for the Thunderbirds. Pigeon back into the game, playing with the 2 personals. She'll have to be a little bit careful here. Reynolds with the 3 ball. Reynolds' first points of the evening puts MVU back up by 8, which ties their largest lead. They're up 14-6. Enosburg with a turnover. Reynolds picks it up. Bordeaux cross court to Pigeon. MVU swinging the ball around. Reynolds, that 3 is off. Mackenzie Vincent saves it. And then Bordeaux had to try to save it from going out of bounds. She was a little less lucky than Vincent. Ball goes back to Enosburg. MVU keeping up their full court press. Enosburg breaks it. Spalding drives baseline. A good find to Jarvis, but Jarvis not able to put the basket in. Three is up and good for Alexandra Bordeaux. She has 5 points, extends the MVU lead to 11. MVU up 17-6. Gary Geddes calls another timeout for Enosburg. Trying to get his team together, giving a good talk to Kayla Jarvis, one of the seniors on the team. Like I mentioned before, Enosburg coming in with the better overall record and ranked 4 spots higher in the playoff picture in the potential pairings, but so far it's been all Thunderbirds. Especially thanks to the 2 3-pointers MVU just hit on 2 possessions in a row. Let's see if Enosburg can get things back on track out of the timeout. Reynolds probably got away with a push in the back. But that'll make it 3 threes in a row. This time, Destiny Pigeon, she has 6 points. MVU now up 20-6. Enosburg almost in trouble up at the half-court line. Able to get their possession back on track. MVU will be called for a foul on that Steebers drive. MVU foul on number 30, Jalen Langlois. That's her first. Team's 5th. Coach Geddes electing to make almost a wholesale change with the lineup he had on the floor. The only person staying out there is Jarvis. Bowen tried to drive into the lane. Stopped by the MVU zone defense now. Good. Tried a tough pass, bounce pass along the baseline, but not able to keep it in bounds. Credit to MVU's defense. Enosburg in a denial full court press broken by Pigeon. But pass off Goodhue knocks it away and ends up with the steal. And throws it right back away. Still has a play by Montana Ovitt to knock the ball out of bounds. Before MVU can get anything going. Kelsey Parody going to check back in along with Avery Guyette. The 2 freshmen on the Thunderbird squad. Bordeaux gets it across half court. Down to Vincent. Montana Ovitt jumps in the way. Comes down with a steal for Enosburg. Mackenzie Vincent got some good looks at the start of the game. But since then, Enosburg's defense has known how to deny the pass, make it tough for her. That Enosburg basket didn't count. They called a foul on the floor before the shot. Called on number 11, Avery Guyette. That's her first, team 6th. 3-point attempt from the corner. Gets the shooter's bounce for Kayla Jarvis. Giving her 4 points on the evening. MVU now leading 20-9. Cross court to Parody. Parody called for the carry. Enosburg ball. Enosburg breaks MVU's press. Jarvis drives in, but from behind, Alexandra Bordeaux reached in to knock the ball out of Jarvis's hand. It'll stay Enosburg ball, but prevented a layup attempt. Enosburg passing the ball around the 3-point line. Good play, Jarvis finding Steebers. Ovitt. As she was driving in, she draws a foul. She'll go to the line. MVU foul on number 12, Alexandra Bordeaux. That's her second. Team 7th, Enosburg in the bonus for the rest of the half. Remaining 4:35. Ovitt misses the first. Ovitt, the lone freshman for Enosburg, but is a starter. Ovitt goes 1 for 2. Enosburg now trailing by 10, 20-10. Destiny Pigeon brings the ball into the front court and is fouled. Enosburg foul on number 10, Montana Ovitt. That's her first, team's 4th. MVU taking the ball out. on the baseline. Reynolds tried to get it into Vincent. Vincent had to come off the block to get it. Quickly double teamed. Enosburg with a steal. Open layup attempt missed by Rob Toy. And the follow, no good for Ovid. Enosburg gets a steal this time on their full court press, but blocked by Wilson. Thrown right back to Ovid. Back and forth right now. MVU crowd wanted to travel. Enosburg crowd wanted a foul. This time Enosburg will win out. Montana Ovid going back to the line to shoot two. MVU foul on number 14, Cassandra Reynolds. This is her first, team's 8th. Ovid misses the first. Goes 1 for 2 from the line, now has 2 points. Pulls Enosburg back within single digits, now trailing 20-11. And 3:48 left in the second quarter. Baseball pass, too strong. It's out of bounds all the way the other end. Coach Geddes arguing that because the ball was never touched by anybody, that Enosburg should be taking out the ball beneath MVU's basket. But instead, they're taking it out underneath their own. Still had a scoring opportunity, but Ovid's layup too short. Ovid fell down, called for the travel, but hit her head hard on the floor. Excuse me, Pigeon. She is up. Official talking to Pigeon, I think probably part of any type of concussion and head injury protocol, making sure that she's okay. Either way, Enosburg ball, 3:25 left in the first quarter. Bowen goes to her left, pass it back up to Gabry. Up top to Rob Toy. Finds Goodhue. Goodhue brings ball into the lane. Shot wide to the right, goes out of bounds. I think even if Goodhue had successfully saved it, because nobody else touched the ball, it still would have been a travel. Bordeaux saves the possession here for MVU. Finds Vincent on the left block. Vincent a little too strong off the backboard. MVU going to be called for a foul. That should be on Bordeaux, and if it is, that will be her third personal. It is indeed an MVU's 9th team foul. Odds are we're not going to see Bordeaux again for the rest of this half. And one more MVU foul, and Enosburg will be in the double bonus the rest of the half. Rob Toy earns herself a second free throw. And as expected, Bordeaux going to take a seat. Kelsey Parody checking in for her. Rob Toy misses the second. But save attempt right to Goodhue. Goodhue misses the shot. And it's called off of Goodhue, MVU ball. 2:50 to go in the second quarter. Enosburg keeping their full court press on. Pigeon back to Reynolds. Back to Pigeon. Pigeon finds Mackenzie Vincent. Nice post move, turnaround jumper. Just bounces off the rim. And on that rebound, we have a jump ball called. It'll be MVU possession. Mackenzie Vincent getting a couple opportunities here in transition, but getting some unlucky bounces. Pigeon gonna take a long three off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound by Parity. Enosburg almost forced the turnover. And Coach Luno gonna take a timeout, try to reset his team here. 2:27 left in the second quarter. MVU leading Enosburg 20-12. Just a reminder, Northwest Access TV is a nonprofit organization. If you're enjoying the sports coverage throughout the year, please consider making a donation. Just visit northwestaccess.tv/donation. And as a board member for Northwest Access TV, I feel compelled to put in a plug that we do have an open seat on our board of directors, specifically looking for a treasurer. So if you have a financial background, you're good with budgets and balance sheets and profit and loss statements, and love local media and what we're doing here in Franklin County beyond just our sports coverage, I encourage you to get in touch with Northwest Access TV. We'd love to talk to you to fill our vacant board position. Back to the action. MVU leading 20-12, 2:27 left in the second quarter. Pass to Mackenzie Vincent. Guyette handling the ball, closely guarded by a couple Enosburg players. Mackenzie Vincent. With the rebound. Reminder, despite popular belief, there actually is no such thing as an over-the-back foul. This time it was just Mackenzie Vincent was taller than her defender. She was able to reach over and get the rebound, and then on the shot attempt was fouled because she was still being boxed out. Enosburg foul on 22, Allison Bowen. That's her first, team's fifth. Vincent hits the first. Vincent goes 2 for 2. She now has 4 points, puts MVU back up by 10, 21-12. 2:10 left in the first half. And we'll have another MVU foul. Enosburg will now be in the double bonus. Allison Bowen gonna go to the line to shoot 2. MVU foul on number 14, Cassandra Reynolds. That's her second personal, team's 10th. Bowen hits the first. Misses the second. Enosburg trailing 13-22. Lillian Robtoy. Pass picked off. And Allison Bowen takes it all the way. Excuse me, that was Avery Guyette. Through the pass, that was picked off. Enosburg now down by 7, 22-15. 5-second count on Cassandra Reynolds. Enosburg's half-court trap paying off that time. Gabry looking around, gonna drive to her right. Kicks the ball back out. Spalding. Jump ball called, be Enosburg possession. Minute 15 left in the quarter. Baseline drive by Spalding, draws a foul. called on number 23, Mackenzie Vincent. That's her second. Spalding at the line for 2 free throws. Misses the front end. Wilson checks in for the Thunderbirds. And Spalding misses both. Vincent with the rebound. Wilson bringing the ball up for MVU. 1 minute to go in the second quarter. Wilson finds Guyette. Or to Pigeon. Down low to Vincent. Three-pointers up and off for parity. Spalding came down with the ball for Enosburg, but wild pass up the floor gives it right back to the Thunderbirds with 41.7 seconds in the second quarter. Enosburg has trailed by as much as 13, currently down by 7. They've cut into the lead just a little bit. We're going to get a foul called on Enosburg, number 2, Daisy Gabry, holding before the ball was even passed in. Team 6th. MVU gets the ball into Leah Wilson. Loses it. Down on the ground. And we'll get another jump ball. MVU possession this time. Enosburg throwing 2 defenders on Wilson when she had the ball. As Mackenzie Vincent up toward the three-point line. Parity drives down to the block. Shot is short. Benoit bringing the ball up for the Hornets. Wilson poked the ball out for a moment, but Enosburg maintains possession. Rob Toy finds Goodhue. Goodhue's baseline jumper doesn't go. 6 seconds left in the quarter. Pigeon with a long 3 off the rim, and that'll do it for the first half. MVU leading Enosburg 22-15 at halftime. This live broadcast wouldn't be possible without our local sponsors. A huge thank you to Northwestern Rehab Services, Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center, Handy Toyota, Novus Glass, H&B Greenhouse and Nursery, Sticks and Stuff, Swanton Lumber, and JC Image. If your business would like to join our incredible community of sponsors, contact Northwest Access TV at 802-782-8676. At halftime, MVU with a 7-point lead, leading Enosburg 22-15. We're going to take a break, and we will be right back with the second half action here on Northwest Access TV. Welcome back to the Thunderdome for second half action here on Northwest Access TV as the Thunderbirds are hosting the Enosburg Hornets in this evening's girls varsity basketball matchup. Before we start the second half here, this live broadcast wouldn't be possible without our local sponsors. A huge thank you to Northwestern Rehab Services, Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center, Handy Toyota, Novus Glass, H&B Greenhouse and Nursery, Sticks and Stuff Swanton Lumber, and JC Image. If your business would like to join our incredible community of sponsors, contact Northwest Access TV at 802-782-8676. MVU with a 22-15 lead starting the third quarter. Destiny Pigeon leading MVU with 6 points, Alexandra Bordeaux with 5, and Kayla Jarvis leading Enosburg with 4 points, and then Allison Bowen and Gabby Spalding each with 3 apiece. The Thunderbirds led by as much as 13, but Enosburg able to cut into the lead a little bit. Now down by 7, and we'll get a quick foul called on MVU just 15 seconds into the second half. Called on number 30, Jalen Langlois. That's her second personal. First team foul of the second half. A little baby hook shot for Allison Bowen. Short. MVU ends up with the rebound. Langlois back up to Reynolds. Quickly met by Bowen on defense. Pigeon, though, sends it down to Mackenzie Vincent. Makes the basket and is fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot one more for an old-fashioned three-point play. Enosburg foul on number 22, Allison Bowen. Her second, team's first of the second half. Vincent short on the free throw, but offensive rebound by Langlois. MV resetting. Pigeon gonna take a three off the side of the rim. Enosburg with the rebound. Quickly moving it the other way. A drive by Montana Ovitt. Draws a foul. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. MVU foul on number 14, Cassandra Reynolds. That's her third personal. Team's second of the second half. Ovid hits the first. And Ovid goes 2 for 2 now with 4 points. MVU still up 24-17, 7:07 left in the third quarter. Does make the foul situation a little bit trickier here for the Thunderbirds, as Bordeaux and Reynolds each with 3 personals. Langlois trapped. Passes it to Parity. Back to Langlois. Bordeaux can try to reset things here for the Thunderbirds. Langlois hands it off to Pigeon. Pigeon gonna drive in. Scooping layup. It's no good, but she is fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Enosburg foul on number 12, Riley Simmons. Her first, team second. Destiny Pigeon with 2 free throws. Gets a nice roll in for her first. And goes 2 for 2. Pigeon now with 8 points, leading all players in the game. MVU back up by 9, 26-17. Jarvis loses the ball. Call will go against Jarvis as Mackenzie Vincent was picking it up. And that is Jarvis's second personal, team's third. Langlois taking the ball out of bounds for MVU. Enosburg maintaining their full court press. Langlois gets it across half court, finds Pigeon. Bordeaux. MVU still swinging the ball around the three-point line. And I think we're going to get a moving screen called on MVU on Alexandra Bordeaux. And that's big because that is her 4th personal foul, as well as the team's 3rd. And Coach Luno quickly going to send Avery Guyette into the ball game for Bordeaux. Likely we won't see Bordeaux again until the 4th quarter. Goodhue goes to her left, quickly double teamed with the MVU zone. A nice drive, but unfortunate bounce for Ovitt. But that's the kind of opportunities Enosburg's looking for. And MVU turnover. Coach Luno telling his team to calm down. They don't need to make home run plays. They have a comfortable lead here. Rob Toy going to drive to her right, pulls the ball off, switches direction, finds Goodhue on the baseline. Goodhue's shot short. Pigeon finds Parity. Parity misses, but is fouled. She'll go to the line, shoot 2. MVU running an effective fast break. Enosburg foul on number 3, Kayla Jarvis. That's her 3rd, team's 4th. Parity misses the first. Daisy Gabry checking in for the Hornets. Parity misses both. Rob Toy pushing the ball up for Enosburg. Uses the screen, goes to her left, gonna just pull up from the free throw line. Again, some unlucky bounces off the rim for Enosburg. Mackenzie Vincent with the turnaround just off the back iron, but Langlois with an offensive rebound finds Pigeon in the corner. Her three-pointer is off. And this time Enosburg with the rebound, pushing the pace the other way. Rob Toy uses the screen from Bowen, tries to get the bounce pass down to Bowen. But Bowen fouled. Looks like by number 11, Avery Guyette. Her 2nd, team's 4th. Enosburg taking the ball in baseline. Again, unlucky bounce off the rim for Lillian Robto. Enosburg finding a good opportunity. Robtoy on that opposite block. Coach Geddes telling her, though, take it in stronger. Pigeon breaks the press. Gonna keep it herself. Layup is off. Robtoy pushing the pace. And they're gonna get Cassandra Reynolds reaching in. And that's big, because that is Cassandra Reynolds' 4th personal foul. So all of a sudden, we have 2 MVU starters with 4 personal fouls. We're gonna have to take a seat, and we're not even halfway through the 3rd quarter. This could be Enosburg's opportunity to close this gap and climb back into the game. But they're gonna have to convert opportunities like that. Guyette in trouble, stolen by Benoit. Benoit hustling to the ground. And they are going to get Avery Guyette for the foul on the loose ball. That is her third personal. Team 6th. Next MVU foul, and Enosburg will be in the bonus. Granted, both teams fouling quite a bit so far in this third quarter. Oh, a nice Euro step for Gabri, but not able to finish. Lillian Robtoy hits the deck on that attempt. Simply going to call it out of bounds off of MVU. Robtoy upset, no foul call. Gabri up top, over to Goodhue. Goodhue drives to the right. Finds Robtoy looking around. She switches, nice switch to her left, and this time is able to finish. Her first field goal of the night. Did hit a free throw before. She now has 3 points. Enosburg trailing by 7, 26-19, 3.5 to go. MVU with an excellent press break. Vincent finding Aaliyah Wilson for the layup. Wilson's first 2 points. Puts MVU back up top by 9, 28-19. 3:15 to go in the third quarter. Picked off by Destiny Pigeon. She'll take it the whole way. Layup doesn't fall, but she is fouled. Enosburg foul on number 2, Daisy Gabri, her third personal, team 6th. So both teams with 6 team fouls so far in the third quarter. Looking like this second half really going to be marked by free throws down the stretch for both teams. Could either be an opportunity for MVU to extend their lead or an opportunity for Enosburg to close the gap. Pigeon goes 1 for 2, has 9 points. Makes the MVU lead double digits once again, up by 10, 29-19, 3:08 to go in the third quarter. Again, Enosburg ranked a few spots higher so far in the playoff picture. As Kayla Jarvis just keeps it herself, hits the jumper. She has 6 points. MVU up 29-21. We have a timeout here, 2:59 remaining in the third quarter. Mention that playoff picture again. MVU coming in tonight so far ranked number 11. Of course, the rankings are not strictly just based on overall records. Also based on index points. It all depends on who you have beaten, who you've lost to. That determines the playoff rankings through the VPA. But if the playoffs were to start today, MVU would be ranked number 11 and they would travel to number 6 Mount Abe, and Enosburg would be ranked number 7 and would host number 10 Hartford. We'll see if the playoff picture ends up changing at all based on the outcome of this game. Scoring leaders here so far, Destiny Pigeon leading all players in the game with 9. Mackenzie Vincent also with 6 for the Thunderbirds. And for Enosburg, Kayla Jarvis leading her team with 6. Montana Ovitt with 4. Foul situation kind of interesting here for both teams. For Enosburg, Gabri and Jarvis each with 3 personals. For the Thunderbirds, Bordeaux and Reynolds each with 4. 2 starters. We're having to spend most of the third quarter on the bench. Long pass off target, picked off by Enosburg. And then Avery Guyette also with 3 personals for the Thunderbirds. Robtoy pulls up for the jumper. No good. Langlois with the rebound for MVU. Destiny Pigeon uses the screen by Guyette. And now finds Guyette open. She decides to shovel it off to Parody. Parody hits the open 3, her first points of the game. MVU leading 32-21. 2:20 left in the third quarter. Rob Toy stuck at the baseline. MVU with a steal. MVU coaches telling them slow down, use the clock, reset the offense. Langlois quickly double teamed, able to get the ball over to Parody, who swings it the other way to Guyette. Now pitch it down to Vincent. Vincent with a left-hander off the backboard, using the glass now with 8 points. MVU back up 34-21. This ties their largest lead of the game. Rob Toy going to wrap behind the back dribble. That baseline jumper, no good though. But Enosburg will keep possession as Benoit will inbound under the basket. Strong drive from Jarvis. The layup attempt doesn't fall. MVU coming the other way. Guyette with the ball. Parody. Pestered by Benoit. Tried to get the ball down to Vincent. Parody gonna send up the three. Off the side of the backboard. MVU still ends up with the ball. Guyette with the basket somehow has 4 points. MVU up by 15, 36-21, 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Scooping shot no good by Spalding. But ball out of bounds off of an MVU player. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Enosburg inbounding. Three-pointer up, short for Jarvis. Langlois gets the rebound for MVU. MVU on another fast break. Pigeon kept it herself, but will be called for a charge. That'll be her third personal. Pigeon did have Parody on the fast break with her on the opposite block, elects to keep it herself. This time doesn't work out. So it is the Thunderbirds' 7th team foul. Enosburg is in the bonus, but not shooting free throws because you don't shoot free throws on an offensive foul, even in the bonus. 20 seconds. Jarvis loses the ball. Mackenzie Vincent picks it up. Gets to the outlet. Aaliyah Wilson, who finds Langlois on the left side. Langlois finishes with her left hand, has 4 points. MVU up 38-21. 2 seconds. Desperation heave from Jarvis in the lane. With 0.9 seconds left, though, MVU will be called for a loose ball foul. Not loose ball, I should say, away from the ball, but still on Jarvis. Called on Jalen Langlois. That's her third personal. And Jarvis misses, and that will do it for the third quarter. MVU with a lead on Enosburg, up by 17 by a score of 38-21. This live broadcast wouldn't be possible without our local sponsors. A huge thank you to Northwestern Rehab Services, Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center, Handy Toyota, Novus Glass, H&B Greenhouse and Nursery, Sticks and Stuff, Swanton Lumber, and JC Image. If your business would like to join our incredible community of sponsors, contact Northwest Access TV at 802-782-8676. And just a reminder, Northwest Access TV is a nonprofit organization. If you're enjoying the sports coverage throughout the year, please consider making a donation. Just visit northwestaccess.tv/donation. Destiny Pigeon for the Thunderbirds on senior night. leading all players in the game with 9 points. Mackenzie Vincent with 8. Alexandra Bordeaux chipping in 5. And for Enosburg, Kayla Jarvis leading her team with 6 points. And Montana Ovitt with 4. It is senior night here at MVU. MVU recognizing their 4 seniors on the team: Destiny Pigeon, Cassandra Reynolds, Mackenzie Vincent, and the team's manager, Grace Gallagher. And in a nice gesture, MVU also presented the Enosburg seniors with gifts this evening. Kayla Jarvis, Riley Simmons, Allison Bowen, and Gabby Spalding. Once again, congratulations to those seniors on their basketball careers at their respective schools. Bordeaux with the ball for MVU. MVU entering into sort of a 3-man weave just to waste the clock. It's going to make Enosburg have to extend their defense. Bordeaux back in the game with those 4 personal fouls. MVU doing a good job of just playing keep away. One of the advantages of not having a shot clock in Vermont high school basketball. Though I do hope eventually in the future that will change. But MVU taking advantage of it. Now having wasted 55 seconds on that possession, just running the clock down, resulting in an Enosburg foul on number 22, Allison Bowen. That is her 4th personal, team's 7th. So Mackenzie Vincent will shoot a 1-and-1. Vincent misses the first. Getting the unlucky roll out of the rim. Enosburg gets the rebound. Rob Toy cuts to the right side, tries to get the pass across the lane. Opposite corner 3, no good. Rob Toy with the offensive rebound, throws that one up, and that'll fall, giving her 5 points, bringing Enosburg back within 15. Still trailing 38-23, timeout called by Enosburg with 6:45 left in regulation. Personal foul situation here for both teams. Alexandra Bordeaux and Cassandra Reynolds with 4 personal fouls for the Thunderbirds. Picked those up pretty early in the 3rd quarter. So this is sort of their first time back out on the floor since then. Destiny Pigeon, Avery Guyette, and Jalen Langlois each with 3 personals, and Mackenzie Vincent with 2. For Enosburg, Allison Bowen, their only player with 4 personal fouls. And Kayla Jarvis, Montana Ovitt, each with 3. And Daisy Gabry and Kayla Jarvis with 3. Then Montana Ovitt, Lillian Robtoy, and Riley Simmons with 1 foul apiece. MVU with possession coming out of the timeout. Breaks Enosburg's full court press. Again, gonna slip just back into the 3-person weave to run as much time off the clock once again as they can. Bordeaux back to Pigeon for 3. Pigeon's 3 is short, but Langlois with the offensive putback, giving her 6 points. And puts MVU back up 40-23. Riley Simmons had attempted a shot on the baseline, but will be called for a travel. Gives the ball back to the Thunderbirds. Bordeaux brings the ball across half court into a triple team. Pigeon with the ball. Gonna, with her left hand, drive down the lane. Lays it in, now in double digits with 11 points. Aggressive take from Kayla Jarvis. Draws a foul on Mackenzie Vincent. That will be Vincent's third personal. Team's 8th. Kayla Jarvis to the line. Will shoot 2. Misses the first. Hits the second. Jarvis has 7 points. Enosburg trailing by 18 by a score of 42-24. MVU running that press break to a T, resulting in Cassandra Reynolds with an easy look on the right block. She has 5 points. MVU up 44-24. 3-point attempt is off for Kayla Jarvis. Out of bounds, goes back to MVU. Bordeaux had the ball knocked away, but able to prevent it from becoming a turnover. MVU gets it across half court. Reynolds dribbles around 3 Enosburg players. Back to Bordeaux. Bordeaux gonna put the shot up. Gets the friendly roll. She has 7 points. MVU leads 46-24. Just under 5 minutes to go in regulation. Mackenzie Vincent will be called for another foul, and that'll be number 4 on her. Team's 10th. Enosburg in the double bonus the rest of the way. Riley Simmons at the line, looking for her first points of the evening. Misses the first. Mackenzie Vincent gets a nice round of applause. She comes out of the game. Simmons goes 1 for 2. She has 1 point. Enosburg trails 25-46. Reynolds will be called for a travel after initially dribbling out of the trap. Enosburg had some opportunities to close the gap. MVU proving too much. MVU had led by as much as 13 in the first half, but Enosburg had closed that to 7 by halftime. But in the second half, it has been all MVU. Now with a 21-point lead. And MVU will be called for another foul. This one on number 30, Jalen Langlois. That is her 4th personal. Allison Bowen at the line for 2 free throws. Hits the first. Misses the second. Langlois with the rebound for the Thunderbirds. Enosburg still keeping their full court press on. We'll get an Enosburg foul called this time. Langlois misses front end of the one-on-one. That Enosburg foul on number 3, Kayla Jarvis. It's her 4th personal. Baseline jumper, no good. Langlois gets the rebound for MVU, but will be called for a travel as she was quickly double teamed by Enosburg. Langlois checking out of the game as Lizzie Bordeaux enters for her first action of the evening for the Thunderbirds. A nice take by Allison Bowen. She has 6 points. Enosburg now trails 28-46. About halfway through the fourth quarter. Turnover on MVU. Enosburg ball. Goes back to Bowen. Bowen's shot this time no good, but is fouled. And she will go to the free throw line. MVU foul on number 32, Lizzie Bordeaux. Her first. Bowen misses the first free throw. Misses both. Enosburg, Robtoy with the offensive rebound. She's just gonna throw that one up. MVU asking for a travel. Enosburg asking for a foul. Just gonna play on. MVU going back to their clock wasting offense. Oh, this time Guyette fouled. I believe they'll be called on Daisy Gabry. And that is Gabry's fourth personal. Team's ninth. Guyette at the line for a 1-and-1. Guyette misses, but offensive rebound for Bordeaux. Gets it back to the other Bordeaux. MVU once again content to run off as much clock as possible. Up at the half-court line, though. Bordeaux able to escape a double team to prevent the backcourt violation. And Pigeon will be fouled by Lillian Robtoy. That should put MVU in the double bonus the rest of the way. It's Robtoy's second personal. Pigeon, the leading scorer in the game with 11 points. Only player in double digits so far. Misses the first attempt. And Pigeon misses both. Pass is tipped out of bounds by MVU. Enosburg will inbound on the sideline. Benoit goes to her left, will put up the floater, bounces off the rim, kind of rattled around but didn't fall. Vincent, down low, turnaround jumper. She's now in double digits with 10 points. MVU leads 48-28. 2:40 left in the game. Long three up off the rim. Wilson decided to slow down the fast break. Almost stolen, but the save attempt goes to MVU. MVU just turning their back and trying to dribble out as much clock as possible. Once again, final 2 minutes of the game. Pigeon in the corner. MVU just right back up top. Gonna reset. Bordeaux drives. Gets her own rebound. Shovels it back to Wilson. Mackenzie Vincent, another turnaround. This one doesn't roll in. Cassandra Reynolds knocks the ball out of bounds. Enosburg will inbound. On the baseline, underneath the basket. Final minute and 20 seconds for these MVU seniors playing on their home court. Enosburg three-pointer is off. Again, on senior night, MVU recognizing Destiny Pigeon, Cassandra Reynolds, and Mackenzie Vincent, and the team's manager, Grace Gallagher. Final time playing in front of their home crowd here at the Thunderdome. One minute to go. We'll see if the result of this game impacts the playoff picture again. Nice take by Gabby Spalding. She has 5 points. MVU leading 30-48. Again, if the playoff started today, MVU with the 11 seed, they traveled number 6 Mount Abe, and Enosburg with the 7 seed, they would host number 10 Hartford. But again, a strong showing here by MVU. Just no doubt from the very beginning, as they had hopped out to a quick 5-0 lead from the start. Mackenzie Vincent lays it in, 12 points. MVU up 50-30. And with 22 seconds left, likely MVU will just dribble this one out. Enosburg still gonna put on the full court press though. They're not gonna make it easy until the bitter end. Props to them for that. Pigeon with the ball. Enosburg just not relenting, even in the final 12 seconds. Cameron Benoit is gonna take her time and dribble this out. And that will do it. Benoit with the final heave, no good. MVU will win this one by a score of 50-30. Reminder that this live broadcast wouldn't be possible without our local sponsors. A huge thank you to Northwestern Rehab Services, Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center, Handy Toyota, Novus Glass, H&B Greenhouse and Nursery, Sticks and Stuff, Swanton Lumber, and JC Image. If your business would like to join our incredible community of sponsors, contact Northwest Access TV at 802-782-8676. Just a reminder, Northwest Access TV is a nonprofit organization. If you're enjoying the sports coverage throughout the year, please consider making a donation. Just visit northwestaccess.tv/donation. Some final scoring tallies for the evening. Mackenzie Vincent ends up leading all players in the game with 12 points. Destiny Pigeon with 11, and Alexandra Bordeaux with 7. For Enosburg, Kayla Jarvis led her team with 7, Allison Bone with 6, and Rob Toy and Spalding each with 5 apiece. On this evening night, one last shout out to the seniors for both teams. For MVU, Destiny Pigeon, Cassandra Reynolds, Mackenzie Vincent, and their manager, Grace Gallagher. And for Enosburg, Kayla Jarvis, Riley Simmons, Allison Bowen, and Gabby Spalding. Once again, MVU wins this one by a score of 50-30. I'm Bryce Batchelder. Thanks to Alan, our camera person this evening. Thank you so much for watching Northwest Access TV, and we'll